Hey, what's up, family?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Shalom.
Shalom.
How are you doing? Welcome to Story Time. Story Time. Story Time.
Love that song.
Welcome, everybody, to Story Time.
Yes, we are.
Glad you're all here.
Excited about you guys being here. It means a lot for to us for you all to show up and come on in the room.
Yes, come on in the room. Let's
find out what Torah Edition Story Time is all about.
Yes, see all the things our ancestors really left us. This is the treasure. This is the inheritance.
This is the inheritance.
This is the inheritance.
Hallelujah.
Not money. The word.
The word. The word is truly rich.
Yeah.
This is Shelly on the beat. I'm Nishan Holmes. And I appreciate that you all let me come on in here while our beloved Bonnie G is doing her thing.
Yeah.
She's got a new work schedule.
Yeah.
So
yeah. This is the one we always ask how to pronounce the word. So now you see your guys first. Now you guys see her face. And so today she's gonna read, and I'm gonna let everybody know.
Yeah, we are on Joel, the second chapter, and I'm gonna read verses 21 through 32. All right, here we go. Fear not, O land. Be glad and rejoice, for Yahuwah will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring, for the tree bears fruit. For the tree bears her fruit. The fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. And children of Zion, rejoice and be glad in Yahuwah, Elohim, because he gives to us righteous teaching, which descends on us like a teaching rain and a latter rain in the first of the year. And the floors shall be full of wheat, and the fats shall overflow with wine and oil. And I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. And you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of Yahuwah Elohim that has dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. Ye shall know that I am in the midst of Yasharel, and that I am Yahuwah Elohim, and no one else, and my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my ruach upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Also upon the servants, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my ruach. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. Before the great and terrible day of Yahuwah come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahuwah shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahuwah has said, and in the remnant whom Yahuwah shall call.
I like that.
Yeah, that's Joel, the second chapters, verses 21 through 32.
Yeah. That's some good stuff. Okay.
Sorry.
That's some good stuff. That's today.
That is today.
That's today.
That is today.
That's a good message for us today.
That is.
Yeah.
I'm we're on page 977.
Yep. Chapter 77.
In our Sefer.
In our Sefer.
Get this from sefer.net, not .com.
Yes, sefer.net. Yes.
And use the story time discount.
Yep.
Don't pay full price. We don't get anything from it.
Nope.
But if you don't have to pay full price,
don't.
Thank you.
Don't get that discount.
Get it. All right, we're in chapter 77.
So we're gonna do a quick recap. Yesterday we're still talking about the prophecy of the waters. Yeah. And so basically Baruk was telling him, we went into Yoshiyahu. This is my favorite. It's really Josiah. But I found out his real name now, so I'm gonna be Yoshiyahu.
She should. That's his name.
How the good king was gonna come. Yeah. But then right after him was that Manasseh. Yeah. Terrible king. Terrible. Horrible. And it was during his time they got led away captive into Babylon. But he's still telling us there's still hope. Yes. You're not going to be there long. Yes. We're talking about how the nations were going to, they was going to like it for a minute, but they was going to come against Yahuwah. And how they would have the little thing all up in his face. Oh, that, the five faces. Yeah, the four all around. All facing the winds and then one facing up defiantly. Yeah, defiantly. Yeah. We talked about that smoothie Yahuwah had. You gave him Yahuwah smoothie. I gave him a parasite smoothie. A parasite cleansing smoothie. Because the nations was parasites and he was going to get rid of them. So that's a real thing. I just gave him a smoothie. I appreciate that. That right there. That's a real thing. And that smoothie good. Like, busting that smoothie, just so y'all know. So we were talking about how we don't need to worry about what these other nations are doing because it don't change Yahuwah. It doesn't. Yahuwah is Yahuwah. He ain't moved. He ain't like, oh, no, I have to act. Nope. Right. He ain't doing that. He's like, okay, y'all got 30 years or 20 years or 3 days, or you got 2 more minutes. And that's it. That's one day it's going to come down to 2 minutes. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Listen, he changes not. He already got that time. He didn't change for Grandpa Adam. Mm-hmm. When he was like, how long? He said 5.5 days. Yep. He kept saying, he said it like 10 million times. 5.5 days. I don't care how much you whine. I don't care how much you cry. And this was the same thing in Baruk. Yep. He was like, you going in. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be this long. Yep. And that's all I have to say. Stay in Torah. Stay in Torah. Stay in Torah. Remain in Torah. Stay in Torah. But what about this? What's going to happen to me? Stay in Torah. That's it. That's it. That's the answer. All. That's the only answer he got for us. Yep. Don't change. Remain in Torah. Okay, let's do this. All right. Chapter 77. All right, here we go. And I, Baruk, went thence and came to the people and assembled them together from the greatest to the least, and said unto them, hear ye children of Israel, behold how many ye are who remain of the 12 tribes of Israel. For unto you and to your fathers, Yahuwah gave a Torah more excellent to all peoples a Torah more excellent than to all peoples. And because your brethren transgressed the commandments of El Elyon, he brought vengeance upon you and upon them, and he spared not the former, and the latter also he gave into captivity, and he left not a remnant of them. But behold, ye are here with me. If therefore ye direct your ways aright, ye also shall not depart as your brethren departed, but they shall come to you. For he is merciful whom ye worship, and he is gracious in whom ye hope, and he is true, so that he shall do good and not evil. Have ye not seen here what has befallen Zion? Or do ye perchance think that the place he has sinned and that, think that the place had sinned and that on this account it was overthrown? Or that the land had wrought foolishness and that therefore it was delivered up? And know ye not that on account of you who did sin, that which sinned not was overthrown, which sinned not was overthrown, and on account of those who wrought wickedly, that which brought
not foolishness, was delivered up to his enemies.
Yeah. So he's telling them, because when they got carried away captive, a very small amount of them stayed in Yisrael, because those were later called the Samaritans. Oh, remember they were calling them half-breeds?
Yes.
Because they was half Hebrew and half whatever other nation came in there, Babylon or whatever.
Right.
So he's saying, do you think it's because, basically he's saying, it wasn't the land that sinned, even though they have to get carried away into Babylon for 70 years to give the land her Sabbaths. But it wasn't the land that sinned. It was Yah. Then he talked about the people. He said, do you think just because you left, you the ones who did right? No. The ones who were not wicked, most of the ones who were not wicked are the ones that got taken. We talking about Daniel, 3 Hebrew boys. Right. Then he later made Jeremiah go. He said the good ones got taken. You ain't the good ones. Y'all ain't here because y'all good. Ooh. The righteous got taken away because of the wicked. Don't get to tripping. Basically, don't get to tripping like, ooh, they all left, but we got to stay. We must have been the good ones.
Yeah. They better.
No, boo. The good ones got taken away because you was wicked. Whoa. Don't get to,
That's major.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's major. That flip like that. That's major.
He said, don't think.
Don't get it twisted. Yeah. You not the good ones.
You ain't the one. And
the good ones got taken on account of your wickedness.
And not only that, don't just get to thinking you finna live large, because my land is on Sabbath for 70 years. What, you think you finna grow some food?
That's right.
You think you finna grow some stuff? You think you finna go rejoice while everybody else is in captivity? You think this land about to yield to you? Oh no, boo, land on Sabbath. Shut down. Lockdown, cha-ching.
I did not know that.
70 years.
No wonder.
Mm-hmm. That's why they had to be there 70 years. I'm giving the land her Sabbath that you were supposed to do. Because every 7th year, they're not supposed to plant.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they weren't letting.
They weren't giving the land her rest.
All right, verse 11. And the whole people answered and said unto me, so far as we can recall the good things which El Elohim has done unto us, we do recall them. And those things which we do not remember, he in his mercy knows. Nevertheless, do this for us, your people. Write also to our brethren in Babel a sefer of doctrine and a scroll of hope, that you may confirm them also before you depart from us. For the shepherds of Yasharel have perished, and the lamps which gave light are extinguished, and the fountains have withheld their stream, whence we used to drink. That's what you was talking about. He's shutting everything down.
And it sounded like they learned their lesson. Okay, we get it. Write to them and let them know they was some good ones. They didn't get taken away because they was wicked. Because most of the wicked ones got killed.
They did.
Yeah.
They either got
most of the wicked ones got killed.
They either got mutilated and then taken away, and then or they got straight up killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Verse 14. And we are left in the darkness and amidst the trees of the forest and the thirst of the wilderness. And I answered and said unto them, shepherds and lamps and fountains come from the Torah. And though we depart, yet the Torah abides. That's
Torah's still there.
And he's talking also is a duality, shepherds and lamps.
Oh.
So leaders and light, people that shed light. Though we depart, yet the Torah abides. So you still this remains, yo. You
stay with Torah.
Wow. Verse 16. If therefore you have respect to the Torah and are intent upon wisdom, a lamp will not be wanting, and a shepherd will not fail, and a fountain will not dry up.
Stay in Torah.
If you stay in Torah, everything will be
Even during this dark time, I'm going to take care of you.
And that is so true. Even to this day, he's faithful.
Yep.
We tend to Torah. He tends to us.
Yep.
He really does.
Yep.
17, verse 17. Nevertheless, as ye said unto me, I will write also unto your brethren in Babel, and I will send by means of men, and I will write in like manner to the 9 tribes and a half, and send by means of a bird.
Oh, so he said, not only am I going to write to the ones that got taken to Babylon, which is 2.5, I'm going to write to the ones that got taken away first, that were in the north. Okay. Those 9 tribes that were in the north, they got taken away by Syria.
Oh, right.
And then the 2.5 got taken away by Babylon. Yeah. But the ones in Assyria, there's no return date for them. Like the ones in Babylon, y'all just here 70 years, y'all can go back home. If they stayed in Babylon because they wanted to.
Right.
So that's 7 years, I'm going to make sure y'all come back home. Yeah. They still weren't in control.
When they came back.
But I'm going to let you back into the land. Yeah.
And it came to pass, verse 18, and it came to pass on the 21st day in the 8th month that I, Baruk, came and sat down under the oak, under the shadow of the branches. And no man was with me, but I was alone. And I wrote these 2 Sepharim. One I sent by an eagle to the 9.5 tribes, and the other I sent to those that were at Babel by means of 3 men. And I called the eagle and spoke these words unto it. El Elyon has made you that you should be higher than all birds. And now go and tarry not in any place, nor enter a nest, nor settle upon any tree, till you have passed over the breadth of the many waters of the river Parath, and have gone to the people that dwell there, and cast down to them this Sefer. Remember, moreover, that at the time of the deluge, Noah received from a dove the fruit of the olive, when he sent it forth from the ark. Yea, also the Aravim ministered to Elihu.
The birds. Was it ravens or something that brought Elijah that food in the wilderness?
It was a raven. Was it a raven?
Was it? I can't remember what kind of bird it was, but I know it was some birds.
It was a raven. Aravim, a raven, ministered to Elijah. Is that Elijah? Yeah, that's Elijah.
That's Elijah.
Eliyahu, bearing him food as they had been commanded. Yes, the raven giving him food.
Yeah. Could you imagine you just chilling, and this eagle come and drop down a book with the Torah?
You gotta know that's Yah.
First of all, the very fact that he called the eagle and like, look, these are your orders.
He gave him his flying papers. He gave them literally. He was like, you take these.
Yep.
And don't you go nowhere except to these people. Don't go to a nest. Don't go, stop in no tree.
Yeah. Don't do nothing. Just go straight there. You an eagle, you can do this. But that's also further proof that animals understand us.
Absolutely.
It's not a fairy tale, that animals once talked to us.
Absolutely.
And we talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh, raven. Yeah, it was a raven. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Verse 25. Shalomah, or Solomon, also in the time of his kingdom, whithersoever he wished to send or seek for anything, commanded a bird to go thither, and it obeyed him as he commanded it. And now let it not weary you, and turn not to the right hand nor to the left, but fly and go by a direct way, that you may guard the command of Elohim, according as I said unto you. He is talking to this bird.
And birds still do this today, but they're trained to do it. Like you can train a bird to do this, but they didn't have to do no training. They
just talk to
bird, or whichever bird Yahuwah sent, go do this.
I love that.
And they just went.
I wish that we could still do that.
Yeah.
You know, eagles are pretty huge, though.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah.
They as tall as Genesis.
Yeah, they big.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. I mean they can, but it have to be from, like we said, from Yah. Because I ain't messing with no either. You better show me something you from Yah, because I'm not. Oh no, dude. I know y'all mad at us. I ain't the one. You better show me some kind of sign. You better talk.
Mommy Gwen said, like in Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, you better talk to me. And then okay.
I
still might ask you some questions to make sure you ain't on the demon side. Like but I still might give you a little quiz, but you better talk to me. Hello. Or I'm going the other way.
Oh, I agree. Okay, chapter 78. These are the words of that sefer which Baruk, the son of Neriyahu, sent to the 9.5 tribes which were across the river Parath, in which these things were written. Thus says Baruk, the son of Neriyahu, to the brethren carried into captivity, mercy and peace. I bear in mind, my brethren, the love of him who created us, who loved us from of old, and never hated us, but above all educated us.
Oh, sucking now.
Never hated us,
but educated us. That's what he's doing to us now.
Yeah.
Giving y'all education.
Because he loves us. Mm-hmm. And truly I know that, behold, all we, the 12 tribes, are bound by one bond, inasmuch as we are born from one Father. Wherefore I have been given the more careful to leave you the words of this sefer before I die, that ye may be comforted regarding the evils which have come upon you, and that ye may be grieved also regarding the evil that has befallen your brethren. And again also, that ye may justify his judgment which he has decreed against you, that ye should be carried away captives, for what ye have suffered is disproportioned to what ye have done, in order that at the last times ye may be found worthy of your fathers.
Yeah. He said, you may think your punishment is kind of rough for what you did, but
it actually fits through.
Yeah. And at one point we have to acknowledge this.
It's real.
Don't go acting like we didn't do nothing. That's why most of the time when we say we know we as people, y'all too busy looking at the blessings, it's because of them curses. That's how we really know. That's how we really.
That's for real.
Acknowledge it. We were wrong.
Take responsibility.
As a people, we were wrong.
And be accountable.
Yes.
That's good. Verse 6. Therefore, if ye consider that ye have now suffered those things for your good, that ye may not finally be condemned and tormented, then ye will receive eternal hope. If above all ye destroy from your heart vain error, on account of which ye departed hence. For if ye so do these things, he will continually remember you. He who always promised on our behalf to those who were more excellent than we, that he will never forget or forsake us, but with much mercy will gather together again those who were dispersed.
Learn from your mistakes. Yes, learn from your mistakes. Learn from our ancestors' mistakes. Yeah. We don't always have to experience stuff. Look, I can learn from the punishment of other people. That's all right. I don't need that whooping.
That's the story of my life.
I got it. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We would go to my grandmama's house, and I would be the only one that 15 of us that would come over to her house any given weekend. And I would be the only one that would not get a whooping. And they would be looking at me like, how's she not getting a whooping? Because I learned from observing what. Okay, I know what not to do.
Yep, I ain't trying to be around you. I ain't even trying to be around y'all.
I would go in the opposite direction.
Hey, y'all can go outside and play.
Yep.
I'm gonna go read a book, watch TV.
That was me.
That was totally me. That was I ain't got time for all that. I'm not gonna be nowhere around. You ain't gonna be able to blame it on me. You ain't gonna be able to say Michelle was there. I was downstairs chilling, drinking a smoothie.
Oh my goodness, this smoothie. Yes. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, chapter 79. Now, my brethren, learn first what befell Zion, how that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, came up against us. For we have sinned against him who made us, and we have not kept the commandments which he commanded us. Yet he has not chastened us as we deserved.
Wow.
He held back on.
Yep. Because he said it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Man, it was already bad. It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Man. Verse 3. For what befell you, we also suffer in a preeminent degree, for it befell us also. Okay. Chapter 80. And now, my brethren, I will make known unto you that when the enemy had surrounded the city, the angels of El Elyon were sent, and they overthrew the fortifications of the strong wall, and they destroyed the firm iron corners, which could not be rooted out. Wait, what? Mm-hmm. They let
so
the city.
In other words, the angels let
the city.
Yeah, the angel. Yes. Mm-hmm. He allowed, because remember, you might not have been. This might have been the day you were out. They had surrounded the city, and one of the angels said, "Wait! There's some people I got to get up out of the city first." So he got Jeremiah, he got Baruk, and a couple of the other prophets, and told them to get out. Then he knocked down the wall. Wow. Yeah, the enemy think they did it, but really, he did it.
He's like, that's how sovereign the Most High is. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to let it fall. Because I could hold it up if I wanted to.
Because he's done it before. That city been surrounded before. By hundreds of thousands of people.
Yes, it has.
And he was like, just chill out. Go do something. I got this. He said, I ain't got it today.
Wow.
Not today.
I ain't got it today. Okay, verse 2. Nevertheless, they hid all the vessels of the sanctuary, lest the enemy should get possession of them. And when they had done these things, they delivered thereupon to the enemy the overthrown wall, and the plundered house, and the burnt temple, and the people who were overcome, because they were delivered up, lest the enemy should boast and say, thus by force have we been able to lay waste even in the house of El Elyon in war.
Mm-hmm. So it was like they was gonna say, yeah, we went into his temple and got all that, because everybody knows about Solomon's temple.
Yes,
everybody knows what's up in there.
That place is world renowned.
Yeah, because that was one of the other things when he told the angel to wait, hold up, the ark, the priest's clothes, and all that. He told the earth, swallow it up. They not getting this. They're not getting this. Nope, they're going to come in and take this thing getting. And the earth was not giving it up. Because remember, they're going to return and build another temple.
That's right.
Said, they're not getting this ark. Oh, no.
Wow.
They ain't getting this.
This is some good stuff. Verse 5. Yeah. Your brethren also have they bound and led away to Babel, and have caused them to dwell there. But we have been left here, being very few. This is the tribulation about which I wrote to you. For assuredly I know that the consolation of the inhabitants of Zion console you, so far as ye knew that it was prospered, your consolation was greater than the tribulation which ye endured in having to depart from it. So
sorry, I need to read that again.
Yeah.
This is a tribulation about which I wrote. Oh, because he wrote to them earlier about it.
Yeah.
For surely I know that the consolation of the inhabitants of Zion console you. All right. Oh, so the ones that are left. So whereas you knew that it was prosper, your consolation was greater than the tribulation which ye endured in having to depart from it.
So it was the thing of as long as you knew that Zion prospered, your consolation was greater than the tribulation that you were going through. Having to leave Zion. Okay. Chapter 81. But regarding consolation, hear ye the word. For I was mourning regarding Zion, and I prayed for mercy from El Elyon. And I said, how long will these things endure for us? And will these evils come upon us always? And El Elohim did according to the multitude of his mercies, and El Elyon according to the greatness of his compassion. And he revealed unto me the word that I might receive consolation. And he showed me visions that I should not again endure anguish. And he made known to me the mystery of the times. And the advent of the hours he showed me.
That's all in waters and all that stuff he showed me. Because now he's writing, remember he's writing to the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Chapter 82. Therefore, my brethren, I have written to you that ye may comfort yourselves regarding the multitude of your tribulations, for ye know that our Maker will assuredly avenge us on all our enemies, according to all that they have done to us. Also that the consummation which El Elyon will make is very nigh, and his mercy that is coming, and the consummation of his judgment is by no means far off.
Yeah. So don't worry. I know you're being punished right now, but it's not going to be forever. He's coming back to get us, to get everybody. Babylon going to come back. Assyria captivity. You're gonna be able to leave one day.
I remember when I was before I came into truth, I used to I was whining. I was like, when is, because just this feeling of hopelessness would just come over me, and I'm thinking, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right? So why aren't I happy? Why isn't there joy? And when we gonna get this release? When is the hope going to be fulfilled?
Yeah.
And he told me it's not gonna be like this always. Just like that. He said, it's not going to be like this always. Little did I know. Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like this always.
I'm coming to get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't got to sit in the corner crying all your life. It's going to be okay.
Oh, my goodness. Verse 3. For lo, we see now the multitude of the prosperity of the other nations, though they act impiously, but they shall be like a vapor.
Yeah, it seems like they're prospering, but don't even worry about that. That's not.
They're like steam.
When compared to eternity,
yeah, they're like a puff of smoke.
Yeah,
poof, here and then
gone.
Verse 4. And we behold the multitude of their power, though they do wickedly, but they shall be made like unto a drop. And we see the firmness of their might, though they resist El Elohim every hour, but they shall be accounted as spittle.
Wow.
They spit.
Y'all know what spit is.
That's that loogie.
Yeah.
That's what spittle, down for real. But
seriously though, the enemy, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he even told people that was lukewarm. I'll spew out your mouth like you vomit. So what you think the enemy is?
And y'all know loogies, that's that
nasty
mucus.
From the that green stuff.
That's that green stuff
that come up. Hey Yada, Bonnie had to work. She got a new work schedule.
Verse 6. And we consider the glory of their greatness, though they do not guard the statutes of El Elyon, but as smoke shall they pass away. And we meditate on the beauty of their gracefulness, though they have to do with pollutions, but as grass that withers shall they fade away. And we consider the strength of their cruelty, though they remember not the end thereof, but as a wave that passes shall they be broken. And we remark the boastfulness of their might, though they deny the benefits of Elohim, who gave it to them. But they shall pass away as a passing cloud.
Mm-hmm. And if you all just think when you go to the ocean or to the beach, this big old wave comes, but then it hits and it's just broken up.
It is.
It's like
dashed against the rocks and just
it's
destroyed.
Nothing. He said you're looking at your enemy like they're this big thing, but what happens? It just falls down, breaks.
Yep.
It's the grass. It grow up. Ooh, it's green. Why are they prospering? Then it withers away.
It does.
It's gone. It's gone. Something new coming up.
It's gone. Something new is coming up.
So he said, don't be too concerned about all these people who are rejoicing right now, because it seemed like they got the upper hand. No one has the upper hand on me. I'm Yahuwah. I'm controlling this.
That's right.
I got this narrative. They just hear puff, like you said, puff of smoke.
Yep. Puff. Chapter 83. For El Elyon will assuredly hasten his times, and he will assuredly bring on his hours. And he will assuredly judge those who are in this world, and will visit in truth all things by means of all their hidden works.
Because they hiding right now.
Yeah.
They don't get me started on the evil. Y'all know I am. On these evil little people that's throwing rocks, hiding their hands.
Yeah. People look it up like, who do that?
Yeah. We're your friends. We love you.
He got their number. He got them. Verse 3. And he will assuredly examine the secret thoughts, and that which is laid up in the secret chambers of all the members of man, and will make them manifest in the presence of all with reproof.
Oh, he gonna bring that to light.
So all the little dirty, wicked stuff that you had hidden in you thought was in your thoughts.
Yeah.
Display it.
Yep. And he already doing that to the enemy. For
really
those of you who will listen to,
he really is.
All of us who are trying to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Some of y'all just won't see it, but he's already revealing more as we get closer and closer to him. He's revealing more and more. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? They've been doing this all along. Just like that whole little y'all, it's the 6-hour documentary called It's called The History of the Flat Earth. Don't ask me why. It's called maybe the Flat Earth comes in at the end, but
I think they added that so that
it catch attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this thing, just go on YouTube and look at it. It is worth the 6 hours, totally, even if you have to do it in pieces.
Do it in pieces.
Because I'm on hour 4.
Because you're going to go and rewind a bunch of it and go back over it again.
Man, if you all knew the technology we had. And now, even when they was talking about how this wall is built, how they build that wall? Ain't no power tools. They got this big old wall that you can't even get through. The angels got to help you right through it. You thought that's what it is.
That's what it is.
You thought you was getting in this wall?
I'm telling you.
They had all. You have to go look at this.
Yeah, please do.
You have to.
What's it called again?
History of the Flat Earth. It's on YouTube.
We are on verse 4. Let none, therefore, of these present things let none, therefore, of these present things ascend unto your hearts. But above all, let us be expectant because that which is promised to us shall come.
Mm-hmm. And remember, he's writing this to a group of people who've been carried away captive.
Yeah.
Giving us hope, giving our ancestors hope.
Us to hope.
This is not going to last always. Trouble don't last always.
It's good.
Stay in the Torah, and I got you.
Yeah.
Leave Torah.
You won't talk about that. Just get what you get. You leave Torah. I'm just.
We already done read about what happens when you do that.
Hello. Verse 5. And let us not now look unto the delights of the other nations in the present, but let us remember what has been promised to us in the end.
That is crucial. Stop looking at these. That's our problem. We're looking at these other nations, even if you think about, don't always think of nations as another country, because some of these nations is here in America.
Yeah.
You looking at everything people got. You looking at cars and money and riches and clothes and jewels and all that. You're looking at all that, but you're not thinking of the end result. And that's causing a lot of us to fall. That causes us to sell each other out. That's why we got the boule or whatever. They selling us out. Don't do it. Look to eternal.
That's good.
Don't look at present. Look, because this, remember, smoke, vapor.
Yeah.
And especially if you really look at it in Yahuwah's timeline, every day is 1,000 years. Wait, 1,000? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day is 1,000 years.
Yes.
You hear like that. But eternity is not this.
It's not.
Eternity is eternity. So you can give up everything for this, or you can have eternity. You can have much more. You can have much, much more in eternity. But here you get this. This is how long you had it.
Great the way that I don't want this.
Oh, you got a rose? No, you don't.
That's a mess.
You got designer clothes? No, you don't.
That fast.
That fast.
I think we have been comparing ourselves to the other nations. Oh, look at y'all hair, because we were despised. Or look at your, you don't look at me because I'm,
I need to be like you guys. My shoes came from Payless. Whether you bought your shoes in Payless, Bergdorf, Bloomingdale's.
That's right.
They hear that long.
That's it. They all like this.
Ain't gonna be no sorting of the shoes at the end. There'll be no sorting of the designer clothes, the cars.
None of that stuff is going in to the kingdom.
None of it. No sorting, nothing. It's all tainted. It's all of it. Jewels, everything. All the real stuff, the good stuff, is where we going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Verse 6. For the ends of the times and the seasons and whatsoever is with them shall assuredly pass by together. She just said, the consummation, moreover, of the age shall then show the great might of its ruler when all things come to judgment.
But he gonna show who in charge.
That's it.
You're gonna know
really in charge.
Yahuwah is in charge.
Absolutely.
Y'all listen to all these little people that's not in charge. Oh, the president said this, and whoever said that.
Prime Minister said
and my
that.
pastor said that, and the politicians said, this one really gonna do right. This one really gonna do right. They ain't done right since, I was gonna say since slavery was over. Slavery ain't over. Y'all think y'all free. I'm sorry, but you just ain't. Read your Constitution. We gonna let that go.
That part. Verse 8. Do ye therefore prepare your hearts for that which before ye believed, lest ye come to be in bondage in both worlds, so that ye be led away captive here and be tormented there.
See, why? That's forever misery. You went through all that, now it's gone, and now you in torment. And you over here, messing with people. You got Payless shoes on. I got Jordans. You doing all that, and you gonna be in torment with no Jordans.
I have heard very rich people on television complain about the houses that they live in.
Yeah.
You living in a house that's cost millions of dollars and you complaining about it. You don't understand that your soul is required of you at judgment.
Yeah. You think that's bad if you
think that's bad that the house you complain about.
And it's weird because you're not even enjoying what you have right here.
That part. That's what
you ain't even really enjoying yourself here. What you gonna do when you get to torment? Yeah, please. And us who are under Torah, no matter where we live, we got joy here.
Yes.
And we're gonna have it much more later.
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
It don't matter. We could be living in the project. We as Hebrew people have been through it all.
Yeah.
And half the time we didn't even know we was poor.
No.
With our cinnamon toast and fried bologna. We had fried bologna because we didn't know no better.
We thought we was living large and in charge with that right there, what you just said.
Bologna with that butter.
Yes.
That Tampico punch or that Kool-Aid. Don't play me.
Come on through.
You can't tell me I was poor.
You can't.
You
can't tell me I was. No, I didn't know I was.
Right.
I didn't know I was.
And we had fun.
Absolute fun. Real fun.
Real fun.
Clean fun.
Yes.
Let's see. Verse 9. For that which exists now, or which has passed away, or which is to come, in all these things, neither is the evil fully evil, nor again the good fully good.
Yeah, because we're going to get better. We're going to get something better than we have. They're going to get something worse. You thought this was evil?
Oh.
You thought, you think this world is evil? A lot of people say, ain't no hell. We already living in hell. Oh, you think this is bad? Oh, no. Wait till them torments hit. And you got to stay there forever. Remember, we was reading about the torment.
Yeah.
He said, no. It gets worse and it gets better. It's better for Torah, keeping people. And it gets worse for you evil people.
So the joy that we feel here, we think that's good.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be gooder.
Yes, gooder. There you go. Yes, gooder is a word.
Yes, it is. Hey Hector. Shalom, bro. For all healthiness of this time are turning into diseases, and all might of this time is turning into weakness, and all the force of this time is turning into impotence, and every energy of youth is turning into old age and consummation, and every beauty of gracefulness of this time is turning faded and hateful, and every proud dominion of the present is turning into humiliation and shame, and every praise of the glory of this time is turning into the shame of silence. And every vain splendor and insolence of this time is turning into voiceless ruin. And every delight and joy of this time is turning into worms and corruption. And every clamor of the pride of this time is turning into dust and stillness. And every possession of riches of this time is being turned into the grave alone. And all the rapine of passion of this time is turning into involuntary death. And every passion of the lusts of this time is turning into a judgment of torment. And every artifice and craftiness of this time is turning into a proof of the truth.
Capital T.
Hallelujah. And every sweetness of eugenance of this time is turning into judgment. Please look that up, because that's the first time I've ever seen that word before. And every sweetness of eugenance of this time is turning into judgment and condemnation. And every love of lying is turning into contumely through truth. Verse 22, since therefore all these things are done now, does anyone think that they will not be avenged? But the consummation of all things will come to the truth. That's capital T.
Yeah. Eugenix is a soft, greasy, or viscous substance used as ointment or for lubrication. So every sweetness. Oh, so you know how it could be like your body butter.
Oh
yeah. Because it says, and every sweetness of eugenix as this time is turned into judgment. So yeah, anything like perfume, all that kind of stuff.
Well, you know, all perfumes and body butters, a lot of people that make them, that's why you got to watch who you buy the stuff for, because they be praying over this stuff while they mixing it together.
Oils, powders, incense, all that.
Yeah, they be praying over it.
Yep.
Putting spells on it. And then you rub it on yourself. And
Yep. But you see all those things he was talking about. He said everything in this world, whichever way you go, up or down, it's going to seem like, oh, that's what we had? Oh, this stuff up here is better. Everything is way better or way worse. It ain't nothing like the same. You're going to look back. Some are going to look back. It was like, man, I should have appreciated that house. I should have appreciated that food. I should have appreciated what I had. And I should have been in Torah. And then we're going to be like, oh, is that what we thought was nice? This, I ain't going back there. Remember the one, was it the Ascension of Isaiah when Isaiah was like, I'm cool up here. I don't need to go back.
Yeah, he sure did.
He's like, I ain't got to go back. He's like, you got to go back. He's like, I'm good up here. Like,
why can't I? It's good.
I done been to both. I can stay here.
I prefer this.
Yeah, I can stay here.
Verse 21, it said, and every love of lying is turning to contumely through truth. Contumely means insolent or insulting language or treatment. So you love lies.
Yeah.
You gonna be insulted and treated and disrespected. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Chapter 84. Behold, I have therefore made known unto you these things while I live. For I have said it that you should learn the things that are excellent. For El Elohim has commanded me to instruct you. And I will set before you some of the commandments of his judgment before I die. Remember that formerly Moshe assuredly called heaven and earth to witness against you and said, if ye transgress the Torah, ye shall be dispersed. But if ye guard it, ye shall be guarded.
Hey, that's what he told him.
Bottom.
That's what he told him. You be cool, Yahuwah be cool. You act up, you getting punished. Blessings and curses.
Period. Verse 4, and other things also he used to say unto you when you the 12 tribes were together in the desert. And after his death, ye cast them away from you. On this account, there came upon you what had been predicted. And now Moshe used to tell you before they befell you, and lo, they have befallen you, for ye have forsaken the Torah.
Remember, all this came upon you because you forsook the Torah. You didn't do it. You were warned. Moshe warned you when you first got here. All these other prophets warned you. Get it together, get it together, get it together. Y'all would listen. Okay, well, time for your whooping.
And he gave grace. Oh my gosh. He tried to wait for the wrath.
Yes.
He waited.
Gave time till it was fulfilled.
Yeah. Verse 6. Lo, I also say unto you, after ye have suffered, that if ye obey those things which have been said unto you, ye will receive from Elohim whatsoever has been laid up and reserved for you.
I got some stuff. I want my stuff.
Me too.
Whatever you got for me, I want.
He said, you will receive from El Elyon whatsoever has been laid up and reserved for you. That reminds me, goes back to when you all were reading all of those crowns and those garments, and they're waiting
with your name on it. Your garment is your garment. It's yours.
I would like my garment.
Your stuff. I want my stuff.
I want my stuff.
I want stuff with my name on it.
What Linda say?
Oh, she said that toast is in cafes. Texas toast style for $3. We can't have nothing. We can't even have our poor food.
She said, I'll make it myself. Let's see.
Verse 7.
Moreover, let this sefer be for a testimony between me and you, that ye may remember the commandments of El Elohim, and that also there may be to me a defense in the presence of him who sent me. And remember ye the Torah and Zion, and the Holy Land and your brethren, and the covenant of your fathers, and forget not the feasts and the Shabbats. And deliver ye this sefer and the truth of the truth of the Torah to your sons after you, as also your fathers delivered them to you.
Capital T. See, that's why we need to stop letting people tell us that this is no longer, we're not supposed to remember the feast, but I'm supposed to remember Christmas and Easter. But I'm not supposed to remember the feast. I'm supposed to remember pagan, but I'm not supposed to remember what's under Torah.
How about when you get to asking questions?
Yeah.
They get real vague. It gets real blurry, real, it could be on this. We don't know. I don't know. But you ask a question about Easter or Christmas.
Yep. It's this day. It's this day.
And they start celebrating it months before. Like, I worked for Joanne Fabrics and Crafts.
Oh.
They started Christmas in June or July. There was Christmas stuff. There was Christmas trees and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, it's burning up hot. What? Ain't nobody thinking about no snow. What you selling this?
They did it earlier than most people, because right now if you go into Costco in October, it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas all together. They used to at least wait.
They did. They used to wait.
Do the next one. One went down. Now it's all three together.
But I think
what that tell you?
But I think that's because of the folks waking up and they trying to cram all this stuff.
Yeah, get it now. Get it now.
Get it now. Get it now. So that you don't think about the feasts.
Yeah.
Okay, verse 10. And at all times make requests, preservingly, and pray diligently with your whole heart, that El Elohim may be reconciled to you, and that he may not reckon the multitude of your sins. Please, Abba. But remember the rectitude of your fathers. For if he judge us not according to the multitude of his mercies, woe unto all us who are born.
Yeah, we have to be judged by his mercy, or forget it.
Yeah.
We all gone. We all
ain't nobody making it.
Ain't nobody going nowhere. Paradise nowhere. No. It has to be by his mercy. And remember that. All this is by his mercy. We sitting here today because of his mercy. We reading this books because of his mercy. not because of anything we did.
Wow. Chapter 85. Know ye moreover that in former times and in the generations of old, our fathers had helpers, righteous men, and holy prophets. Nay, more, we were in our own land, and they helped us when we sinned, and they interceded for us with him who made us, because they trusted in their works. And El Elohim heard their prayer and forgave us. But now the righteous have been gathered, and the prophets have fallen asleep, and we also have gone forth from the land, and Zion has been taken from us, and we have nothing now save El Elohim and his Torah. That it always comes back down to that
Torah. He said, in case y'all got captive, when y'all was carried away captive and you didn't have time to get your Torah, remember, okay, here come an eagle with it. Here come my messenger with it. They bring you the Torah in the land where you are. Yeah. Ain't that what he did with us?
Yes, it is. Wow.
Is that what he's doing with us? You and you Atlanta Capio. Here you go, right here. Get back to it, and we cool.
If therefore we direct and dispose our hearts, we shall receive everything that we lost, and much better things that we lost by many times. For what we have lost was subject to corruption, and what we shall receive shall not be corruptible. It ain't gonna ever fall apart. Moreover, also, all right, y'all, we done.
I was like,
tune in next time.
She got the part.
Tune in next time. We done for it, and we went over a little bit over, so we
yeah, and we almost finished, but no, we went over, so y'all still gotta come back. But I hope you all see this consistent thread of Torah.
Yes,
keep the Torah.
Keep the Torah.
Be okay.
Remain in Torah. Follow guard.
Yeah.
He just keeps coming back to it. He says something about the people, and then he comes back to Torah.
Yep. Just stay there.
Remain in Torah.
Rest in it.
I love rest.
Just have a seat.
Rest.
Take a seat
in it.
Sat down.
Sat down somewhere.
Get you a smoothie. Sat down. Don't worry about these other nations. If the news bother you, don't look at it.
Right.
I don't care what's going on. Not my business. They ain't telling you anything anyway.
Nope.
They ain't telling you nothing no way.
It's a bunch of distraction anyway.
James, great move. Cliff move. Oh, James. So we enjoyed you all, but just remember that Torah, stay in it.
I'm drinking my smoothie now.
And we're not saying that this is easy, because it is, it bothers you. It's hard. They put chemicals in our air. They doing all this stuff. They doing all this mean little nasty stuff. These demons is attacking us, but stay. Just stay.
Remain in Torah.
Fight. Rebuke them demons. Stay where you at.
Think about who fights for you. Think about who fights for you. The Most High fights for you.
And if you and again, do whatever helps you. But this is what helps me, because I know that with Yah, each day is 1,000 years. I'm an infant. What do infants do when they in trouble or they need something? They can't talk, so they cry. Daddy, get them. You messing with me. Just point. Just like a baby. Yes. Not my business. I'm a baby. I need to be picked up.
I know that's right. It's like up.
Yeah.
That was what my kids was like, yeah. Please.
Yeah. To go talk to my daddy. I'm calling him. Because that's the source. That's what helps me get through it. So find whatever helps you and know that he is in control.
That's it. Remain in Torah. Rest in it. I like that. Yeah, rest in it. Sat out.
Okay, we are glad everyone is here. Jason, I was spoiled. Hey,
Michelle, you spoiled.
Yes. I'll take that.
She said, I'll take that
because hey, okay, I'll take it because some of the stuff this enemy be coming at, I'll be like, I will El Shaddai you in a minute. I will scream his name. Watch me. Act up with me. I will scream his name right here in the middle of the grocery store.
I like that. I like that kind of carrying on.
Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with her.
I will call my daddy in a minute.
Me too, quiet.
And my daddy, my real daddy, didn't play. One day we was really in trouble. My daddy came around that corner so quick with a shotgun, had his Cadillac in the alley. Don't play. Just keep. Don't play.
How much more?
More, yes.
If we who are evil,
yes,
give good things to our children, how much more?
Yes.
If we just trust.
Before I get L out of my mouth, he there. Like what? What's up, babe? What happened? And he'll do the same for you.
Very same thing.
We are his children, fam.
We are. He loves us. All right, everyone. We are shalom. We gonna shalom. We're glad that you came on in the room today. Yes. Join us again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So we'll see you at 6.
Yes.
All right. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Have a great evening. That was good.